Yo, greetings and salutations from the creator of the universe. I bring good tidings. I was just communing with the Great Spirit. Um, there's a lot of turmoil right now. It's very tumultuous times in our life, in our spaces, and on the earth. Difficult for me to do this podcast today because I'm mourning the loss of so much life, so many areas, specifically the rainforest, the Amazon basin, the lungs of the world, and I'm fighting through like a depression, and which is why I really want to do this today, because I know that I'm not the only one that's depressed and feeling this depression, because there are some things that are out of our control. So my name is Malik Yusef, aka the Wordsmith, aka the legendary Shaq Rivera, aka the handsome ass nigga. I've done a bunch of things musically and creatively in my life, but the main thing that I think I've done has been good and kind to people, whether they deserve it or not. I deserve it. I deserve to be kind. I deserve to be good. I deserve to bring that energy to me. I deserve to keep my space clean and clear, even though sometimes it's difficult to do that. And I want to welcome y'all all to the cool lunch table. You can sit with us. Please sit with us. Do so. Sit with us. And the thoughts that I entertain, I'm clear. The thoughts that I entertain are the thoughts that I maintain. It's important to know that and understand that at an intrinsic level, at a cellular level, the things that you entertain, you maintain. So, me letting go, because there's no retroactive thing I can do in my own power to fix the damage that has been done. 3 weeks of damage in one of the most pristine landscapes on the planet Earth, one of the most important. I've been to Russia before, and there's a lot of forest in Russia, but it's not the diversity of life that is in the Amazon, sheerly because of the climate and the tropical type weather that's there, and the diversity of fauna and the flora is unparalleled anywhere else on the planet. And all that being said, there's nothing I can do about it. So I have to let go and become stronger, gain more power, so that we can prevent things, because an ounce of prevention equals a pound of cure. An ounce of prevention is equal to a pound of cure. So we want to, in our life, get away from the cure all the time and get to the prevention aspect. That's in our physical, our spiritual, our mental, our emotional bodies. These bodies that we have that are not sometimes physical. There is a huge miseducation that has taken place in our world, is that all these things are separate. They are not. They each affect the other. When one is out of balance or not at ease, then the rest of them are affected. And it depends on the closest corollary, which one is operating, which ones are operating in tandem or in triumph, in threes, or sometimes even four. Sometimes they all rotate, but one is going to be affected fully and the other one's going to be affected a little less. It's like a pendulum. And I take the rainforest and put it into my own space in my mind. I put the rainforest, my own pristine, biodiverse space. And I say, who am I allowing to have control over that? And that burning, that fire is anger. And I get angry at stuff, or angry at people, or angry about stuff, or angry about people, when I should do my part to aid and assist and then move on. I'm working, I'm learning how to not be so upset with people. Be cautious. Understand if they're friend or foe. Understand what the conflict can be, how dangerous it can be, but also learn how to circumvent the interactions with those types of individuals or groups, right? Or fucking groups. Sometimes we go seek out the pain, the trauma, the sorrow, to just feel something. We're so accustomed to feeling this bad thing. So we do it time and time again. You know? We say, man, I'm going to go to bed early tonight. And then we say, oh, but this TV show come on. So we wake up the next morning and we feel like we hate our job. The job ain't that bad. The people might be a little rough, but it's paying your bills. But what it is, you're having a negative experience with that job because you weren't prepared. And when I mean you weren't prepared, you were tired. That's an unpreparedness. Being tired and going to work, that's a torture, man. 8 hours at work, 2 hours transportation there, 2 hours transportation back. And then you do it to yourself over, and you do it 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 over again. And it's you doing it to yourself. Now, sometimes emergency happens. Kids get sick, the loved ones get sick. You have to handle an emergency event, something urgent takes place. Especially, you know, in the United States of America, there's always some kind of emergency that's going down. But on the occasion when it's just you, and you have full control over your ability to go to motherfucking bed so you can wake up early and refreshed and go there and conquer that small task and catch that motherfucking check from their ass. You don't do it. I don't do it. We don't do it. I don't know how many times I done went to the studio already tired from being in the studio. How many times I done woke up tired because I stayed up all night after the studio. Or tried to race home, you know, so I could wake up with the kids and wind up not waking up on time or not being able to interact with the kids like I want to, stuff like that. Those are things that are under our control. Now, I'm going to go back to the part about depression. You get depressed, you get depressed when you can't press forward, when you feel like your power has been taken away. So you have to take inventory of what your real powers are, what your real tools are, what your real sometimes weapons are. How can you fight the good fight? What's your real weapons? If you see yourself in a circle of people that can't do nothing for you, then that means you fail to forge better relationships. That means you settle for relationships that are non-beneficial. Uh-oh, motherfucker don't want to hear that part, because I don't be wanting to hear it. Because those relationships are easy to attain. They cost hardly nothing. They're so attainable. They cost nothing almost. It's just a hi, hey, what's up? But the ones that have a lot of value, a lot of worth, are difficult to obtain, but relatively pay you to maintain them. It pays to maintain those good relationships, and it costs you to maintain those low relationships. Let me say it again. They're easy or simple to obtain, but they're very costly to maintain. They're easy, they're cheap, they're inexpensive. Doesn't cost you a whole lot to become a friend with somebody who doesn't have anything that they can offer you. They have things that they offer other people, but what the specific thing that you need, they don't have, and you know they don't have it. Or they have a small amount of it. You know, when I was in the game, I learned. I told you this before. Shit, cocaine got vitamin A, but you're not gonna go through all that high and that addiction to get to the vitamin A. What's a better source of vitamin A? You dig? So this depression is because we dwell on something that we have no control over. And then we fail to look at the things that we do have control over, which will uplift us and enliven our spirits. And enliven our spirits. A lot of creatives out there. You want to go to the studio, you want to make a song, and then you want to force people to listen to your song. When you've done almost no marketing, which is the difficult part because you're a creative. You're not a marketing person. You're not a marketing genius. That's not your job, you feel. You feel like your job is to create music. Well, guess what? There's going to be some bitter part to that job, too. How many of y'all have ever eaten an orange? Well, if you listen to this, you probably have eaten an orange unless you just dread oranges. There's a bitter part of that orange, and you have to get past it. Now, you get past that by peeling it. And sometimes you get your fingers messy, you get your clothes messy if it's a difficult orange to peel. Or sometimes you have a tool, right? You have a tool. That tool is what? A knife. Or somebody might have an orange juice maker. But you still need a knife usually for that. Unless you got the big machine like at the restaurants that do the slicing and shit for you. And you getting the orange juice. But if you've eaten the orange before, you have to get past the bitter part. Take the bitter with the sweet. Adjust yourself. The bitter with the sweet. The doing the exercise is the bitter part. The sweet part is the health. The change in your physiological structure, your biological structure, the change, the shift. That's the sweet part. We want the sweet part without the bitter. You got the resource to get somebody to peel your orange for you? Huh? You got that kind of resource? You killing. You winning. Not to get the orange juice. You can buy a bottle of orange juice. I'm talking about the orange. To bite into the orange and have that motherfucker explode in your mouth like a bad bitch. Like, bow. The explosion. The process. It ain't just drinking the orange juice. That's cool too, because when you're thirsty or you got something to wash down, some breakfast or something like that. But that other part where that orange is like, man, each one knows sections. That's something different. That's an experience. You're having that with your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, your hands. You're getting all the senses involved in that. But there's a bitter part. It's a bitter part that you not going to necessarily like. But you're going to learn to take it because you're going to get past it. Now, the part I said, you can control things. Yes. But the only thing that you can really control is you. You can control you, goddammit. I'm going through this depression because I want the rainforest not to be destroyed. And I'm thinking about myself, my children, the world, because I'm one of those people that's pretty empathic. So I'm thinking about how everybody feels. But some people don't give a fuck. And that person has a name. They don't give a fuck. And we could do something about him. We can't retroactively go back in time and move him around. Well, time don't exist, but you know what I mean. And move that motherfucker around, his whole ass. He got in there to do that. He told y'all what the fuck he was gonna do. He was gonna get in there, he was gonna cook that shit and get all the indigenous people, the primitive people up out of there. Because he hate them for reasons all of his own. And we not feeling sorry for him. But karmically, you know, he's a problem that has to be removed. But we first got to take inventory of ourselves and do self-work first, which is what we never do. Because it's difficult. It's easy to point a finger at somebody else and say, him, you know, this person, that person, this person, the person at my job, my boss, my supervisor, my co-worker, the bus driver, the taxi cab driver, the Uber driver. He took so long. The Uber driver 3 minutes late, and then makes you late for work. That means you did not fucking leave in ample time to prepare for unforeseen circumstances or unforeseen incidents. You have to be prepared. My daddy had told me when I was little, he said he used to come to work and there was a dude that be in the locker room sleep. He said when he would get in there, you know, dude that been asleep, he said, I got here at 4 o'clock before traffic and I slept these extra 3 or 4 hours. You know? No stress, got right to work, took him, 30 minutes as opposed to the prerequisite 2 hours sitting in traffic. You got to change the way you look at things, to change the way you think about things. Change to the channel and look at what you can control. Change the channel on the shit that's out of control. Even though the rainforest shit hurt, I'm going to say it again. It hurts me. I feel it viscerally because I'm one of those people. And y'all know I'm an environmentalist. Shout out to my other environmentalists that we got, they just did the article on us and shit. Jaden, Megan Thee Stallion, DJ Cavum, and SZA. And I just want to, and also it's a lot of other ones too, what I'm saying? Pharrell, shout out Vic Mensa, shout out Chance the Rapper, shout out Common, people that's doing the real work. Shout out Big Mike. But when I tell you that you can beat depression, see, I've been suffering depression my whole life. And I'm telling you, efficacy is what beats depression. Your own self-efficacy. Things that you can affect. You focus on them. You ain't got time to be depressed. Depression will leave you the fuck alone. Because usually, you're going to be depressed by something you can't control. And a lot of times, 95% of the time, things that you can't control, that you can't control is some shit that's outside of you. Shit that you can't control is you. How you interact with an environment. What you eat, what you think, what you say, what you intake off television or movies or the internet. It's you, fam. I know y'all don't want to hear it. Fuck, I don't want to hear it. What you talking about? Fuck you talking about? You bought the ice cream knowing you lactose intolerant. You bought the ice cream. You put it in the cart. You fucking paid for it. You bought it home and said, I'm not going to eat it. You think it's easier for you not to eat it while it's at the store or in your freezer? I'm just asking the fucking question. Oh man, I'm not gonna smoke weed today. You think you're not gonna smoke weed when it's at your boy house where you not, or when you go to your boy house and tell them I'm gonna hang out with y'all, but I'm not gonna smoke with y'all today because I'm an athlete, or they piss test me at my job, or I'm on probation, or whatever the fuck. Which one do you think is easier? Not being around the weed or being around the weed? You want to test yourself? Don't test it. Females, I'm gonna go to this boy house. I'm not finna fuck him. I ain't finna get him none because he too disrespectful. He don't never respect what I'm on. He don't be on what I'm on. I'm not giving him none. You think you're gonna have a better chance not giving him none when you don't motherfucking chill on Netflix? Or when you sitting there at Netflix and chilling and y'all see some shit that excites y'all, or y'all get romantic, or y'all crack a joke together and y'all look lovingly and longingly into each other's eyes. Which one you think is gonna be easier not to fuck? When y'all together or when y'all far apart? But you feel like, I'm gonna be thinking about it anyway. Look, don't think about it. Because you control your motherfucking thoughts. You gonna think about the ice cream anyway? Don't think about it. Think about something else. Think about something that you have full control of. What can you be doing instead of eating the ice cream? What can you be doing instead of smoking the weed? What can you be doing instead of fucking the person? You dig? And I had to train myself that. Y'all know I've been on the streets since I was a shorty, traveling all over. I was 18 in the Army. You know what I'm saying? So I traveled all over the fucking world. The game came to me early. The game came to me early, so I've been everywhere. I've been traveling, trying to put my brothers and sisters on. I've been in the clothing game. You know, y'all know the other game I've been in, you know, for a long time, which let me be able to finance other games I was in, you know. Auto theft rings, all kind of shit I done did, but I done traveled. I done been to seaports. I done been to airports. I done hit Gatwick. I done hit Heathrow. You know what I'm saying? I took the train to Paris from London. Y'all know my track record. Y'all know my resume on that shit. And I'm telling you, it's the same for everywhere I've been, every person. It's always you. No matter where you go, there you the fuck are. Take control, baby. Baby girl, you are in control. I know it don't seem like because nobody ever told you that you was in control. They told you control yourself. I'm telling you, you're in control already. You already in the control spot. If it seemed fishy and funny, it probably is. And you might be wrong, but the Quran says better to err on the side of caution. Baby boy, you're in control. Yeah, it's exciting in the hood because you're around everybody you know. There's a different kind of excitement too. Excitement of the unknown. The desire to explore. Go meet somebody online that ain't doing the goofy shit that you trying to avoid. Talk to them. Go to the town. Greyhound running every day. Mega bus running every day. Coach lines running every day. You can do it. Information on the internet is damn near endless. The library open. You ain't got to get dressed to come and stand on the block if you don't want to. If you don't want the things that come with standing on the motherfucking block. People say, man, Malik, I'm not racist. My whole family just like that. And you hanging with them, you're going to be mistaken for a racist, my nigga. Well, my uncle and them is like that. They like Donald Trump. Well, if you don't want to like Donald Trump, you probably don't want to be around your uncle and them. Even though you love them. But being around them, they going to definitely influence you. Crack a joke that you going to like a little bit. Then you're going to feel guilty. Then you're going to feel depressed. Then you're going to feel confused. Listen, you in control. Not them. Not nobody else. Ain't nobody in control of you. You in motherfucking control. People like, control yourself. That's kind of a negative connotation. I'm going to the affirmational aspect of it. You're in control. And it's going to be hard. And sometimes you're going to do shit that's good and healthy and ain't going to be no immediate result. Because you expect immediate results. Sometimes you're going to set out to do something that's good and healthy and get stopped. You're going to stop yourself. Something else going to stop you. Because it's not going to be easy. You was expecting ease and immediate results. You in the wrong game if you're talking about change. If it's about control. You in the wrong motherfucking game. You're looking at people that already put the work in, or maybe even put in less work than you, but they put the work in. Maybe they got a natural gift for some shit, and you looking at them don't. That's going to depress you. It's going to depress you, baby girl. It's going to depress you, baby boy. Listen to me, my nigga. If you are a person that is not a person of color, and you feel like people of color are blaming you for what your ancestors did, they are. Because they don't know who else to blame. They can't go to the graveyard and scream at people. So you got to say, hey, you know what? I hear you. That changes everything. I hear you. I'm listening. That changes everything. You understand me? So people want to be heard. They talking because they want to be heard, not talking for their own health. They want to be heard. I got you. I'm listening. Men, same thing. You're in a position of power. A woman is talking to you. Babe, I'm listening. She might indict you on a couple things that's not you. You don't have to react harshly to her. You think hurting a hurt person make them stop lashing out? That's not how it works. People of color in this country, in this world, are hurt. And if you're not one of those people, not that you're not hurt, but you're not hurt because of your color. I'm not saying white folk don't hurt. I know a lot of white folk. Some of my closest motherfucking friends is white folk. And they ain't did nothing to nobody. Tried to help something, but guess what? People don't know your resume because you don't walk around with it on your forehead. They don't know. They don't see your Facebook post. They don't know you. They gonna lash out. All you gotta do is say, I hear you. I hear you. I'm listening. You can control that. You control what you say. You control what you think. And that's going to inform how you feel. When you put out positive, it's got to come from somewhere. So you have a well of this positivity. It's like if you put a bucket down in a well, come up with water, guess what's in that motherfucking well? Some water. You can't see it. Because it's built up and all this, and they put a well around it. They dug down in the ground. They dug that well. And now you enjoy the benefits of taking a bucket and a rope down there, but it's water in there. If it's coming out, it's got to be in there to come out. You ever went to the ATM and tried to take something out, and they say, nah, you ain't got it. You owe us some money. Your account is what? Negative. You can't nothing positive come out of something negative in that way. Unless you're in the dark room creating and you're processing. In the dark room, you're processing the image. So it needs to be dark for the processing. Or a seed underground needs to be dark for the processing. But when you put something out that's positive, guess what? It came from something positive. Because even when it was negative for a while, it turned positive. You see what I'm saying? It turned positive. It matured enough to come, and then you put it out. And then it's going to replenish itself. It has to. Because nothing exists in a vacuum. And then the positive thought turns into a positive word. The positive word turns into positive action. Next thing you know, you up and you moving around in some positive direction. You're moving forwardivity. And you fighting the depression. And you uplifting yourself. You coming out of that shit. And it's rough. It's quicksand. Because the more you move inside the depression, the more you sink into the depression. Suffered from depression my whole life. My whole life. Of course I wanted to commit suicide or get killed. It's called invited suicide. Yeah, but see, I started to do my own efficacy, self-efficacy. I started to take what I could do. You know. If one number picking up trash outside the house. And telling people don't put trash out. It empowered me. It gave me powers. Man, I love y'all, man. And a lot of y'all I don't know. I love y'all. You know why I can say I love you and I don't know you? Because people hate people they don't know. They have no problem with that shit. They hate people they don't know. I love y'all and I don't even know y'all. See, people hate because no responsibility in hate. There's no responsibility in hating. I can say I hate you and just be the worst person possible. I can be whatever I want to be if I say I hate you. But love comes with a set of responsibilities. To put out things that are loving. Those vibrations of love. I only got a few seconds left, man. So I'm just tell y'all this, man. Thank y'all. Work. damn it. Don't ever sit there and just take it. Work that shit. Fucking work it. Don't ever sit there and just be like, okay, I'm depressed. Get up. Fight to get up. Take the breath. Do the stretch. Walk around the block. Walk outside. Walk up and down the stairs. Find that thing that's positive. Find that person that's positive that you know on the internet that always has something positive to say. Go look at their posts. They might be fighting a battle that you don't know nothing about either, but they going to get a positivity, and that's what's going to heal you. Physician, heal thyself. Physician, heal thyself. I've been Malik Yusef. This has been a cool lunch table, man. I appreciate y'all. You can sit with us.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.